Yeah, Kotaru, you can continue.
Yeah. First of all, I just hands down, I'm buying that game. I'm buying that game. I'm sorry, but I'm buying Pokemon.
You know that kinda told me there's like a slight bit of a problem with the game is that four
It's a Can I
four
say so?
player thing that free for all Pokemon fighting thing.
Yeah.
Does it bother?
No, because
No,
I used to play with friends that we play all four players, and we were like playing like this type of game that even your own team could betray you.
I think
So
that's a problem.
no, I don't think it's a problem.
It adds a
I find it
new.
quite cool. It's cool. It adds a new feature to the game.
Yeah, it's a new element. Because if we're thinking like if there it was like a real thing where you run into like people like two random strangers, those strangers don't team up and they won't take turns fighting you. They'll just jump in the middle at any time and attack whenever they want. So I think it's an interesting feature.
The only thing I want to know, what rewards will you get for winning?
Yeah.
It's probably just a little bit more money and like that's basically it. A little bit more money and more XP.
There
And
has to
the
be something
satisfaction
else.
that you beat your friend. That's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
I love Pokemon.
So, after that, what do you think about it?
Pokemon Sun and Moon or Nintendo in general?
Pokemon.
You know what? Admittedly, I didn't get to see much or any of all of Pokemon Sun and Moon today. I woke up a little bit too late. But I hear that there's a Pokemon that looks like Trump.
Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I can talk a lot about the game because
I was hoping you would.
I'm pretty sure the one who has played a lot Pokemon
It's
in
you.
this place.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, I'm the nerd in that part. So I number one, they changed the battle style in a way. It's still a turn based, but the battle screen it's so different than what Pokemon used to be. Because the fact that in the lower part, you can see the two Pokemons in the battle. You saw that there's the two Pokemons you can see them. You can even check the when you're like, okay, for example, Tail Whip, which lowers your defense. If you check once you do that, you can check the Pokemon you're fighting, and you'll notice that it tells you that defense is down.
Mm.
Which that's a feature that no Pokemon had ever had. The other feature that now you can throw the Pokeball by pressing Y. It's better because you know how much. Yes, because you know how much suffering it was. Put bag, look at bag. Oh yeah, and accidentally you pressed, for example, the Master Ball and you didn't want to use it, and it's like they fixed a lot of stuff. The fact that you're the trainers with the Pokemon now, and you can see him in the screen with his Pokemon, the trainer. The fact that the trainer is not a chibi anymore, which it didn't matter because even if X and Y brought this new style of Pokemon, which it was create your own trainer, customize the clothes. If you didn't know, you could do that in X and Y. Uh, you can even make a that's black. Yeah, that's possible. And the fact that they bring that feature that was so good of X and Y and they brought it back in this game. And it's like there's a lot of things. Like the fact that when you're about to touch a trainer that you get a battle, you guys notice that now it's like it turns like a little shadow before you touch the trainer.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's good. It's like it tells you like you're about to fight that trainer, which you have two options. You can avoid it or not. and if you see in the trailer, in the demo, you couldn't boil it if you wanted it. Which that's something that Abiel would really, Cyberpunky, really appreciate because of what I've heard from this suffering.
Yes, yes. That right there is something that fans like me, that will be that is very very good in terms of
Oh,
if you do not want to grind that much
yeah,
or not. I mean, they could avoid this
Was
10 years ago. Like, come on.
but it's the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, so they gotta make it cool now.
It's just making it easy for the casuals.
I just knew that comment was coming out of Chris, out of Shinja. It always comes out. I feel like Shinja in this E3 thing, he has been like attacking me, hurting my feelings.
It's not
I feel
personal,
so
man.
hurt.
I've been hurt
Everyone's
by the gaming
attacking you,
industry.
man.
I've been hurt by the gaming
I f-
industry.
I feel like I'm
you've been
gonna.
hurt by your laziness, man.
Is laziness.
You two should patch things up, man.
Whatever.
You should go buy Shinja a copy of Gwent when it comes out.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, Shinja, happy birthday. It's gonna be like, what?
If you want to give me a card game, go get me a Dead or Alive Extreme 3 deck of cards.
It's gotta be Gwent, dude.
Got to be win. Had to be win. But there's a lot of features in that Pokemon. Oh, did you guys know that your Pokedex now is a Rodan?
Is a what?
A what?
Oh my god, I forgot. I'm the nerd here. Oh my god. Rodan is a Pokemon. And this Pokemon called Rodan, he mixes with anything that's electricity, anything like a TB, and he turns into this type of TB Pokemon. Anything he touches that's electronic. And in this game, he's a Pokedex.
Okay.
Now your
so,
Pokedex has life.
So he's Ditto for electronics.
No, he like merges with stuff. So basically, he's like Mega Man in a PT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you have like a Pokedex that has life and talks to you.
Okay.
Which there's a lot of features in this new game. The fact that now we go into 4 different islands in the game, which each one of them are almost the size as Kalos, the last game, and believe me, Kalos is big. So if each island is like almost the size of that, Jesus Christ, the game is gonna be big. The new Pokemon, the new legendaries, they're pretty awesome. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get Solgaleo, which is the lion. He's pretty awesome. And well,
I'm gonna
there's
get
a lot of
the fire one.
you see. Yeah, he's with me, Solgaleo. And I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Because I'm the nerd. I'm gonna be like so happy about it. I'm talking about you.
Well, I
You guys
know my girlfriend kind of was excited about this game because she's another nerd of Pokemon. She's more nerd than I am, so she told me the things that she didn't like and the things that she liked about this press conference too. What she told me is that there was a lot of, talking over the Pokemon, the Pokemon one, and they did explain some stuff, but she felt that they needed to explain other stuff too. I can't remember what exactly, but they need to explain it, a lot of things that they missed. So yeah, but overall, she kind of liked it. As a hardcore Pokemon trainer gamer that she is, it's good. It's a good game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shinja, which is the most destructive person I have ever known. Let me know.
This
What you
is
think?
becoming more personal.
Shinja the Destroyer. Anyway, what are you gonna ask me?
What do you think about it?
Well,
Do you feel like this is a Pokemon that you could buy?
I've been ever since the last one they released, so Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I got quite into the game. I'm still not into it as much as you are, or probably other Pokemon gamers are. Just because I didn't really grow up with it.
It's hard.
It's not hard, but it's just like the magic's gone. Like
I feel you, Shinja. I feel.
So, but I'm very excited for the graphics and for being able to sit down on chairs.
It improved.
And stuff.
Yeah, it improved so well. I give them credit for that. Yeah.
So I'm really excited for it. It's definitely a game that I'll get for my 3DS because I don't have a big enough 3DS library right now, and so I think this would be a good one to add, and especially to take on travels and whatnot. That's one of the things I like about Pokemon games. Is you can take them anywhere with you, and it's a great game to play anytime, anywhere, really. Especially with the new Spot Pass. Is it Spot Pass, Dan?
Or Street Pass?
Street Pass, that's the one I'm thinking about. It was the Street Pass feature that's on the 3DSs. It's even better experience to play Pokemon now with just random people you pass by on the street. So
I know.
I'm excited.
I totally did not expected that reaction, but okay, thank you. Okay, Otaken, what do you think?
I would definitely buy it. I've been waiting for it, and
Okay.
I really loved how Pokemon has changed because the last one I played was Pearl, and it's a big difference.
Yeah. Officer.
Oh, you know what? Thing that I do appreciate from what I've seen so far is it seems to be given that fans of the series don't care for how some of the designs have been in the past few games. I mean, one of them is an ice cream cone, and another one is a bag of garbage. Like, they were kind of upset that it wasn't taking, it's just like inanimate objects and stuff like that. I think some fans were kind of annoyed with that, but all the new designs that I've seen so far have harkened back more to the old days, whereas it's just more relatable, like animals that we see in nature.
And they still dislike it.
Well, you can't make everybody happy, but
no,
it's
please.
something I've observed, and I love water Pokemon. I have since I was a kid, and so I've always gone with the water starter. That's just my thing. It just always has been in Pokemon. But holy junk, Litten is the cutest fire starter that they have ever come up with. I love that little cat so much, and so I'll probably be getting the game sometime in the future.
Jojo.
I haven't gotten Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire, but I was in for X and Y and enjoyed the filthy casual journey that I had, because that's how I play. And I'll be picking Litten because that little guy is so adorable.
Jojo.
The fact that what people need to know now is that this Pokemon, this new one, it's gonna be like very forgiving to new players. So you guys could take that in appreciation. The fact that if you notice when you're about to attack your moves now, if you notice down the attack, it says if it's super effective against the Pokemon that you're fighting or not. So it's basically helping you now to understand better the attacks and that stuff. This game is kind of more like helping the new players to play again. For us, the ones that have played longer, it's gonna be like cool, but we won't look at that because we already know all the weaknesses in that stuff. But I'm pumped because it's another Pokemon, and the fact the most important fact is that it's coming in my birthday. So if anybody wants to give it, I don't mind. It's my birthday. I'll be happy, delightful.
Yeah.
But so if any of you, I know maybe Officer Dan or you Shinja, if you feel like
What was
you
the game
should
you said
start-
you'd get me yesterday? I can't remember.
when
I see.
I'm just saying that if you guys feel like you're not ready for a Pokemon, this game is like the perfect one. I feel that people could start because it's a new gen.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
probably
start
gonna be
by
the most
looking-
comfortable.
Yeah, looking new Pokemons. You can choose between 3 little cuties because they're all cuties. I
Yes,
don't give
they
what
are.
people say of Poplio. He's beautiful,
I still like him.
but
It's-
I'm still getting Litten because Litten just got my heart the moment he just go and throw that fire attack. I was like, oh my god, he's so beautiful.
I don't know, man.
But-
I like the owl one, but no one seems to like that
Rowlet.
one.
Oh, I know somebody who
Which
does. Rowlet. I love him too.
Oh, Rowlet. There's a lot of people who love Rowlet. Do you know there's
But others
memes-
are saying
there's
that he
memes-
looks like a clitoris.
What'd you just say, mate?
What
There's a
in
debate.
the world?
There's a debate on the internet that he looks like a clitoris.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Jesus in the morning.
He's a
Anyway.
he's a valid pick, right? Am I right? I mean, he's not just a grass; he's like flying grass, right?
Yeah.
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 I think that
Which
makes
is
him
the
as like
first
a
time.
really valid pick. Yeah, and it's the first. I think it's like, yeah.
Dude, I'm starting to look at him. He just looks like a clitoris.
Oh my god.
What the heck?
Okay, you want me to say it this way? Fine. The owl looks like a clitoris. No, okay, fine.
No, it
The
doesn't.
the
That's what people are
the
saying
pop-
on the internet, but it doesn't.
Looks like a clown. That's the
Yeah, he
point of
does.
them. And Litten just looks like a piss off Pokemon out of the box because he's like so serious,
It's because he's a cat.
but he's cute at the same time. It doesn't matter, which makes him perfect. You understand? Anyway,
Okay.
I just feel that even if you, Cyberpunk, you're thinking of starting a Pokemon, I should suggest that you start this one because it feels like it's gonna be very forgiving for people.
I will
Fair enough.
once I have my
Modded 3DS.
Here we go.
yes,
Here we go.
and Nintendo, they have a lot of games on release. I mean, I think they forgot about Monster Hunter.
No, I'm pretty sure they're gonna talk about it tomorrow. Pretty sure.
Or some other time.
Maybe
Because because even though that they stopped like this conference, they still have the Treehouse Live. I think that still stays until the end of the week of E3.
Not
So
only that,
I'm
like they do their own like Nintendo Live, Nintendo Directs. So like they'll probably talk more about that stuff when they're ready to talk about it.
yeah.
So, let's continue with the new Zelda game.
Officer
Beautiful.
Dan can take that.
Yeah,
I certainly can. Yes, the new Zelda game also got its full name, along with a new trailer and lots of gameplay shown.
yes.
The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild is the brand new Zelda game that they made, a solid sense of showcasing it on the Wii U. It has been said that it will be coming to the NX as well, and I can see in its design choice that that there's not as much touch control going on with it, so that it would more smoothly work across. But yeah, that's a point for later. The thing with the new Breath of the Wild, the new Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, is the director wants to call it open air. like open world and the design philosophy from it. They harken back to the very first original Zelda on the NES, where you walk out there and then you are free to go out there and do it in whatever order that you want. There's no direction and there's no real tutorials for anything. You have a big world, which upon seeing I've seen hours of gameplay today, and this world was like even bigger than I thought it was going to be.
It's
this is
Skyrim level big.
This is a very big world from what we can see, and it wasn't
And-
even a percent of the game.
Yeah.
Not even
That's-
less
yeah.
than a percent of what's going on with it.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Totally love how it looks like. I totally love wow. It reminds me of Wind Waker. There's a lot of colors. There's a lot of things that I can appreciate because it's mostly nature. That
Yes.
basically what the subtitles is about. It's gorgeous. I love what I just saw on that press because it really felt like the old Zelda game mixed with Wind Waker and a little bit of Twilight Princess. And it's like wow. I won't the Hyrule Warriors was good, but this is a real thing. This is a real Zelda game, which
actual Zelda,
it's an
yes.
open world. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what fans wanted from a Zelda game. And I think there will be a strategy guide for this because it's way too open. I really want a strategy guide because I'm those people who get lost very easy and do not know what to do in those type of games.
That's the magic.
Yeah, that's one of the things they mentioned during the press conference, that you can get lost, but it doesn't matter. Like,
a good
you
kind of
chose to go
lost.
that way. You're you're still exploring and you're still new. Everything's new to you. You know, nothing's.
So-
And you'll find a dungeon because there's dungeons anywhere.
Oh, nice.
This is the most RPG-ish Zelda they've made in.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
certainly yes.
Yeah. It felt
I
like
was gonna
an
talk
RPG.
about that.
Yeah,
No,
in that regard, I have a personal description as to what it's like, and I was telling a friend this earlier, and he liked my description, so I'll share it here. It's
Alright.
like a toned down Witcher.
Yep, that's what I
Yeah.
said.
Yep.
Toned down Witcher. I don't remember you saying that.
I said it felt like Witcher.
Fine, it's yours. You said
Guys, keep
Shut up.
on.
Shut up. You'll have your Gwent. Shut up. Don't worry about it.
it. That's right, you want.
All right, keep on going.
That's okay.
Pretty sure it's gonna have a cart game deep inside the game.
Yes,
I'm
please.
I think I'm gonna buy another Wii U just for that game.
Sheik is just gonna show up all of a sudden, and he's gonna be like, "Yo, man, I got this Sheikah Village card game to show you. It's got Gorons in it, and it's got Tezora."
My God.
Can Officer Dan please continue?
I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought because apparently
You're gonna-
my idea wasn't mine.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but
Come on. I'll explain basically. Maybe you're like kind of the same thing that I was gonna say. The fact that right now you cut the grass, there's no hearts. You gotta grab mushrooms, anything that is eatable. You eat it to get hearts. Now this Zelda has become a real Zelda to me because it's so real in its way. And I don't know if people haven't noticed, but the colors are bright. Yeah, the colors are bright. The world is beautiful. It's colorful. But nobody has noticed that the story is dark. Because Hyrule is destroyed, if you didn't notice.
well, we don't
The
know.
light, the Temple of Light. The Temple of Light was destroyed as shit. You didn't see the Temple of Light destroyed by Sentinels?
No, but we don't know at what point in time this is yet. This could be even before Hyrule was established. This could be directly after Skyward
You sure?
Sword.
Because that Temple of Light looks so much
In
like
fact,
the Temple of Light of Ocarina.
you know what? This could be right before Ocarina of Time, because there's
Yep.
the period of war that no one knows anything about. The one where Link's mother abandons him at the
Yep.
Deku Tree.
Yep.
So this could be that.
I
Period.
just love. I love the fact that he, his name is, oh my god, I keep forgetting that guy's name. The one the one who's doing the game.
Well, you have Eiji Onuma directing it, and then you have Shigeru Miyamoto, who created it and is an executive producer.
Exactly that. Minamoto, right?
Shigeru Miyamoto, yes, the man, the myth, the legend.
Minamoto. The fact that he's like, yeah, we inspired it in the first Zelda game, but they switched that game so much. It's like you wake up in the place when the first game they give you the sword, your first sword. The old guy gives you the sword in that place where you wake up in the new game, and it's like you don't have nobody telling you anything. You just wake up. I don't know how many people thinks what, but I think it's awesome the fact that you go to the frost area, and if you don't have the right clothes, Link is gonna freeze.
Yeah, more than that, I liked just the whole like equipment feature, like because we were talking about how it was like really just like an RPG or more like an RPG than ever, and this is one of those elements. You know, you'll find gear around the world. Probably stuff that you can buy. We don't know if you can craft stuff yet, but possibly.
I'm pretty sure you can, because if you can cook.
Yeah, I mean they removed like all the towns and stuff, and presumably, like that's where you do all the crafting. So we'll find out when the full game's released. But that was the most impressive part to me. Just like everyone can literally customize their Link to be unique. You know, not everyone has to be the same. Obviously, there's going to be the best gear, like end game, that you can get, and everyone's going to want that near the end. But the journey to get to that is going to be completely different for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Which I think that's, yeah. It's like they just decided to. It's like they scratch everything that was Zelda, and they just decided to make a new type of Zelda. Because Zelda was always kind of dark in some stuff, but this Zelda's dark, very dark. The story's very dark because you don't know what happened. You just come out of here and you're like in a world that it's being dominated by the bad guys already. And you're like, what am I gonna do? And I know that Zyberpunky gets lost in the fact that you don't know where to go.
Yeah.
But I find that awesome because, well, I play Fallout, Skyrim. You know, those games that if I don't want to know about the story, I could always take out the quest and just walk around. And then this game just does that. But either way, you're not lost because if you notice, there's like your tablet. I call it tablet because that's basically what it is.
Gamepad.
Yeah, your gamepad. And it tells you one part in the demo. It's like, oh, follow this area. And it's telling you to go to the Temple of Light. Because I'm pretty sure that's something from the story. And they were avoiding it. Because they were in the Temple of Light, but they didn't want to go in the Temple of Light. Because I'm pretty sure that if you went inside, it would kind of trigger a cutscene or something like that. And they just didn't want to spoil it.
Maybe they just cut it out. Because I know this was a specific build that was made to avoid spoilers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that there's like a system to make you, walk somewhere. Because they're not going to give you an open world Zelda without at least a waypoint mechanic.
Yeah.
There's got to be one. Because open worlds have that. And if you want to make an open world, you can do it. Or maybe they can put like a compass mechanic.
Compass.
just like Skyrim. Yeah, like Skyrim had that, the compass mechanic that was
Oh,
like
I'm sorry.
upside up.
It's just
up-
you're
up
making
your
emphasis
screen.
on ass, so I'm just laughing at that.
Yeah. Ass.
So I really want to buy this game, even though I don't have a Wii U.
Oh my god. Buy the console first, please.
Well, actually, Zyberpunk, you might want to wait because this game might come out for the NX.
For
as
the
well.
NX, yeah, I know.
It's confirmed
But,
to come out for NX as well.
So
Shinja.
what? So before we go to Square Enix, do you think the Nintendo Wii U will low down the price this holiday, just for the NX next year?
They first have to announce the NX, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
it's sort of been announced, not really.
Not really. They just said there's an NX, but we don't know anything about it. So
Didn't they release the specs for it, Dan, or something like that?
If there's specs, I haven't seen them.
Like,
I'm pretty sure they're holding the NX announcement to a direct. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do it in a direct because they were like so silent about it. They never talked about it. They were like, yeah, the game's coming in NX. That's it. And bad. They were like, the game's coming to NX, and I see like the girl from the treehouse that she knows information. You could see her in her eyes that she knew information, but she just decided to shut up. And it was like, son of a bitch.
anyway, my personal opinion is I don't think depending on like what the NX actually is, it might not lower in price. The Wii U might still be the same price it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if it is supposed to be the successor to the Wii U, or Nintendo's lineup of consoles, then yeah, it probably could cause the prices to drop. But we'll just have to wait to see what exactly the NX is.
Yeah.
because some say it's supposed to be a console, others say it is portable, like it will replace the 3DS, but we don't know.
And they'll say that it's a mix of two.
Yeah.
Man, these rumors are messed up. We do not know what it is.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's how good Nintendo is hiding shit.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good at it.
There are no leaks.
Yeah, no leaks at all. All right,
And
so
people say that they were dumb with Pokemon. They were like, "Oh, there are leaks in Pokemon," and I was in my mind, I'm pretty sure the guy just wanted them to go out because they're not that dumb.
Yeah. So final verdict.
I can't give it a final verdict. Man.
Officer Dan, you go first.
I thought we said that we weren't. I mean, this wasn't a conference.
I mean, don't give it
I
like
saw a lot of Breath of the Wild.
It's a Treehouse Live. That's what they
don't give
said.
it a 10
It's
out of 10
three-
or something like that. Don't give it a number rating. Just say your final thoughts on it, I guess.
I want all of it.
Well, I liked the improvement of this Pokemon and the new Zelda game, which is pretty awesome. I gotta give them props. But yeah, it's I don't know what to say next. I like both games.
I want them both. That's my verdict. I'm gonna buy both.
I want both as well, but I want Zelda more than I do Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Officer? He's not gonna say that, Officer Dan. He already said, right?
I
Do you
want
want
all of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what can I say? I love Pokemon. That's all I can say in that part. And Zelda, I went to see that with an expectation, and they just destroy it and made it a very awesome expectation.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought that it was not that big. Always, I thought it was not that big. But after I saw what I saw, I was like, Jesus Christ. That shit is big. And the fact that it's like very RPG now. It's like, oh my god, I love it, and I'm still knowing myself. I'm gonna buy it in the Wii U. If the Wii U version comes first, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy it in the Wii U, so I could play
Yeah,
it,
definitely.
and then I'll get it in an NX because I'm a dumbass and I do that. And but what I can say about this is that I love the fact that even though they didn't nothing, they were like, "We know you want Zelda. Let's give you tons of Zelda, so you can shut the fuck up and don't say anything." Because you know how people were with the Zelda, that they were like, "We want Zelda, we want Zelda, we want Zelda," and they're like, "You want Zelda? Fine. Let's give you a very long thing about Zelda, so you can shut up and don't say anything else." The fact that now any dungeon you can do it the way you want it, or different. It's like, Jesus, man, it's mind blowing.
Yeah, I think
So-
we're going to stick with this Zelda game for a long time. I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
that. I feel that.
I feel I'm gonna press that new game button a lot of times. Believe me, I'm gonna finish it and I'm gonna start it again. Finish it and start it again. Because it's like, I don't know, the game is gonna, if it's that open, oh my god, I'm gonna love it.
Indeed. All right, Square Enix. Who did watch Square Enix press conference?
I watched half of it.
Me too.
I watched
Mm.
bits of it here and there. So
I didn't
Because
get
it's
to see any.
basically, they announces that it's coming the second episode of Brotherhood, if people are not looking at the Brotherhood mini anime series they're doing of Final Fantasy.
Nice.
And they chose gameplay a little bit, something.
very little.
Looks like yeah.
The most interesting games that I saw, other than Deus Ex, because Deus Ex wasn't that interesting to me, honestly. It looked just like the last few ones, except I don't know, more polished. We got Star Ocean, and then we also got Agents of Mayhem from Deep Silver. We got a problem. The call dropped.
Since we were not recording, so let's go back to Dragon Quest Builders. So what do you guys think about Dragon Quest Builders?
That game
Minecraft
looks
and Dragon
so
Quest?
good.
I know.
That game looks so good. I'm tempted to import it before it even comes out this fall.
Is
in
it already
English.
out?
It's out in Japan already.
That's awesome.
Because it looks so awesome.
Yeah, I saw just a
Okay,
bit of it,
Minecraft.
and I was like, "Wow, I'd actually play this." And it's like Mario Maker in a sense, isn't it? Where people make their own levels and not.
I don't know enough about
No,
it. Is that
it's
a thing?
okay. Let me explain you. It's
Like
a
Minecraft.
Minecraft in the
Okay.
world of Dragon Quest.
All right.
Basically, yeah, basically.
I mean,
yeah.
it's got like quests and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Right?
Yeah.
It has.
That's
Dragon Quest.
awesome.
I'm
Nice.
I'm pumped for the multiplayer. This says there's a multiplayer in it, and
Oh yeah.
I feel like this is the game that's gonna make me love the Minecraft thing.
You should already be loving it.
Yes, man.
God.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I hear worse.
If you play it with all of us together, you're gonna love it, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna hate me because I'm gonna be the cynical one in the group. I'm gonna be like, "Oh my god, look at these diamonds! I am so happy right now."
Oh my god! Then Christian comes and kills you.
I wouldn't kill you. You would kill him.
No, Christian would be just making a wall and closing me with the zombies.
And then Kotaru will be making a Gwen replica for Christian in the game.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I should do that.
My idea would be to make trapdoors everywhere, so anywhere everyone would go, like they'd fall into like a pit of sand or something and slowly die.
Do you see what I mean? You see what I mean? He's messed up. He needs help.
You've made
All
me
right.
into this creature.
Oh my god.
All right. Let's continue. Let's continue. The other one was Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithfulness. Uh, this game is the bomb. This game, I love Star Ocean.
It's a bomb.
Yeah, it's basically what I really like about RPGs. Instead of just 4 player in battle, you can select more in your team. It's a fast pacing.
What you like in RPGs? What do you mean you love? That's what you love in RPGs?
I'm curious to know that as well.
Do you know this team battle that you go on RPG just like Final Fantasy? You just only pick 4 of your team, and the other last 5 that are on your list on the you barely use them.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
all of them are in the battle. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is more reminiscent of like the earlier Final Fantasies, where you basically had like more than 4 people. You had like six,
Yeah.
or even all of your characters out on
And that's what I like. I
the
mean,
field.
4 is not enough to
Oh,
be a bad
okay.
guy.
Let me get it right now. So you love the fact that you have human shields in that game.
What?
Not human shields. The fact that you actually get to use people and you don't have them there and you just forget about them.
Come on.
Because
It's Zyberpunky.
like I understand what he means. Like for example, in Final Fantasy VII, you get like a roster of like 7 people or 7 or 8 people to have in your party,
And 4 of them are useless.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
you can
sure
only have 3 at the same time. And it's happened to me where I reach a certain point where like someone has an ability that I like or their strength is better, and so I keep using them,
Yep.
or I use it for a boss fight and they go up like 5 levels, and then everyone else is like 20 levels behind. So I never use them again because they're so underleveled. So
I swear to God, I know what's gonna happen in Cyberpunk's playthrough. He's gonna use Annie, the one that hits punches in that. I'm pretty sure that's the one that he's gonna use, cause she's pretty, and you know she smashes stuff with punches. I'm pretty sure
and
she's
when she does
that's what-
her boobs jiggles.
yeah,
Yeah,
you know.
that's pretty cool about Star Ocean. For me, it always kind of degraded into what
Well,
character
physics-
annoyed. Whatever character annoyed me the most, So I don't know if you guys have played Tales of Fantasia or like
I have
or like Tales of Symphonia on
I
the
played
GameCube.
Exilia.
Yeah, or Exilia. For me, it was like it's the one character like who starts with you in the beginning that's obnoxious and annoying, and then he never. As soon as I get enough party members, he never shows up in my battle ever again because he annoys me. I don't want to hear
You'll
his
still
voice
get to
anymore.
see him in the cutscenes.
Dude, it's like
Yeah.
if Final Fantasy X, if I had an option to like mute Titus, I would totally mute him.
Oh, yeah. Yes. That would be totally awesome. So there was a really cool. It's called I Am Setsuno.
Setsuna.
Yeah, Setsuna. I think it's a weird game.
It's
But
a
at
classic
this-
RPG.
Yeah, it reminds me of Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
In some,
almost-
yeah, it's like what, man, it just brought me back so. Just like, wow, this game is good. I love how it looks like. I have no words. I'm speechless right now because these are other type of games that are. The gameplay is like actually like the old style of how we look to RPGs, like
How
Bird's Eye.
RPGs started.
Over
Yeah,
the
how
top
RPG
world,
started exactly. Yeah, the
top view or whatever it's called.
that bird's eye. Yeah,
Yeah.
the bird's eye, and the music. My goodness. Anyways,
It seems to be very Japanese. What is it, themed? Like especially like the art and the font they're using for it, and
yeah, like
Well, Shinja, Square Enix is in
Is-
Japan.
no, I know.
Well, there's
but
Square
Final
Enix
Fantasy
in-
doesn't look like like if it's set in Japan. This looks more like it's like a fantasy
Japanese.
Yeah, a fantasy Japan.
Yes, this and all of this E3. I mean, there's more Japanese games than European games and American games combined. I felt that this E3, there's more Japanese games. I just felt that way. Just like
That's
even
because you didn't. That's because you didn't see. I'm pretty sure the PC one. Since Officer Dan talked about it yesterday, I decided to look at it.
Oh, cool.
There's a lot. There's a lot of there different. It's like there's a bunch of them. They're not
games,
Japanese.
A lot of games were actually brought up during the PC Gamer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because nice.
Are we gonna talk a bit more of Square Enix, or are we gonna move to PC?
I have plenty I can talk about on PC.
Before that, Kingdom Hearts.
Where was it?
Oh my.
There was none of it.
Information coming in winter. That's all they said.
That was a piece of crap.
Man.
Like, you guys, like...
Frickin' 2.8 shit.
Well,
You
I
guys
might
didn't
buy
notice
2.8.
one fact.
Here
If
we
you
go.
guys look at that trailer very well, you guys are gonna notice one thing. If you play Bird by Sleep, you used Aqua in one point of the game. Aqua, at the end of her story, she ends up going into the Dark Realm, I think it's the name of that place. So you don't know nothing about her. You're like, what the fuck happened with Aqua? In this game, they're gonna show you what happened with her. So that means new gameplay that it's not out of any of the other shitty old games, which means, and they're gonna talk about the X Wars. The X Wars, the thing that nobody talked about in all Kingdom Hearts history.
You're the only
The
person I've
important-
heard talk about it, actually.
If you look the trailer, you'll notice it because there's like this mini movie in the middle of it, and the mini movie, they're talking about the, oh my god, the consoles, the unicorn console, the other one console. I forgot the other name of the other one because I love the unicorn one. It's the only one I care about, but who gives a fuck? But there's the consoles, and they start fighting each other. You know, the war. That's the war, actually, because the war was started with the consoles. Mm-hmm. So basically, they're telling you about the story that's coming. But nobody noticed that because everybody was like, oh, the remakes, oh, it's another shitty bitch.
Dude, every Kingdom Hearts fan know the story already. For
You don't know.
crying out loud. I know because Kinda has told me everything. She spoiled everything to me. So, anyways,
That doesn't count because you
I
didn't
have-
experience.
it just doesn't
It's
matter.
not the
who
same telling it
experienced-
to you.
Dude, I've seen cutscenes everywhere.
Did you know that Terra's stuck into your armor?
Hey, shut up, man. I haven't played anything or seen anything, so you just spoiled it for me.
It's different when Utada Hikaru is singing behind it and you're watching it.
Exacto.
Anyways, closing the Square Enix
Deus Ex.
Deus Ex. Shinji already mentioned it. It's nothing new. We've seen this from
I
3
love
years
it.
ago. 3 years ago, and
Not a
they
piece
have-
of shit.
Well, we're not saying it's a piece of shit. It's just there's nothing really. Like, I looked at it and I was like, this just looks like the last game, but
No.
like, you got new weapons.
I
and
love the
stuff.
last game. I'm a fan.
No, there's nothing the same.
Okay.
Because right now,
Here
in
it
this
comes
game...
again. Here he
No,
comes.
shut up.
Oh, I'm on
this
his
game-
side too. He's not alone.
In this game, you can actually do stealth. Because in the other game, you tried. But there was one point in the game that you couldn't do it.
That's it.
It's a true. Because there was stealth in the game. But you have to be like super
Well, no,
So-
yeah, I agree with your point. Where
a
like,
berry master in it.
it wasn't
to make
stealth. Like in the last game, there was stealth, but what people wanted was to be able to knock people out and not kill them, and not have to play stealthy. But that's the way that they wanted you to play in the last game, where you had to knock people out, you had to or no, you had to play stealthily, and so you didn't have a lot of ammo or weapons to use to like, sneak around or just not kill anyone. It was either sneak around and not get detected, or kill everyone. In this one, there's a middle ground where it's like, well, you can knock everyone out and not have to be as stealthy as the last game. So
Yeah, but if you guys notice it, there's a lot of freedom now compared to the other games. Compared to the last one. Just look the facts. Look the facts of that demo and look up and play the game, the last one again, and you'll notice there's freedom in the new one.
Anyways,
there's a freedom.
Anyways, let's keep on. And my final verdict of Square Enix, it's already 1 to 5. I rate it as average. I give it a 3. I give it a 3. I wish there were more games. I know that Square Enix is not doing much, but it's
games?
just repeating. Huh?
You want more games?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You should have seen the PC one.
No, but we're talking about Square Enix specifically. They didn't showcase a lot more than Final Fantasy 15, Star Ocean.
Yeah.
There's Deus Ex and Dragon Quest. And
we already knew about those.
We didn't talk about Agents of Mayhem, which was from the people who... It's Deep Silver. They made Saints Row and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
But I really don't give a damn about that game.
I'm
sorry.
What I mean,
Cause it's like, it's like a Saints Row, but it feels like a MOBA in a way, cause each one has abilities.
Yeah.
And it's like you could switch between them in the blink of an eye. Oh, wow!
What was
like
that?
I have not done that
somewhere.
in Pokemon.
all right, guys. Final verdict on Square Enix.
Yeah, it could have done better. It was okay.
It was okay. All right.
I didn't watch it, but I'm super excited for Dragon Quest Builders. I'm a Deus Ex fan.
Thank you.
If it's more of the same, dude, I'm a bit further into it than you might think. I have cosplayed a few years ago, and I have cosplayed as Adam Jensen.
Thank you, somebody who understands me.
Yeah, I've gone that far. I'm able to cosplay as the main character. But Dragon Quest Builders, I'm so excited for that. Where the heck is Kingdom Hearts 3? It's been a whole year. I'd expect
It's
a
been
little
a
bit
freaking
more.
decade.
Instead, we get 2.8. That bothers me. It bothers me enough that there's a 1.5. We're gonna get 2.9 and 2.95 before we get 3.
Super 9 half up to 3.
Yeah, it's just gonna go all the way to
Almost.
99999.
Almost 3. Kingdom Hearts 1 almost 3.
And then we're gonna get Kingdom Hearts 3 Alpha.
It'll be like 358 days over 2 over 69.
Leap year edition.
Leap year.
All right, Otaken, your final verdict.
Groundhog
From
Day.
1 to 5, I'll give it also a 3. I'm really excited for Dragon Quest Builders, man,
Okay.
and Star Ocean.
Awesome. Yes, me too. Kotaru.
Oh, you even fought it. You didn't even want to say. She was like, you. Oh my god. Okay.
Just say the damn verdict.
Yeah, man, you just take too.
Shut up, Gwen.
Freaking verdict.
He's calling you Gwent now. Did you
Freaking
hear
holy
that?
3.
I'm just ignoring it at this point.
You know what? I'm pumped. I want my Deus Ex. Shut the fuck up, anybody who wants to say something. I want my Kingdom Hearts remix. Shut the fuck up, anybody who wants to say something. Because there's information about Aqua. I want to know about Aqua because I'm in love with Aqua. It's pretty hot. And I want to know about the war because that's cool to know. And I'm pumped for Final Fantasy Setsuna. It's a game I was waiting for. It's good. What was the other shit? Oh yeah, Dragon Quest, Minecraft Edition. I want to play it. And basically that's it. I can't give it a verdict because I'll call it a nice try.
All right, that's good. That's fine. All right, let's get to PC games fast.
Yes.
Amsterdam, please.
Okay, there was a lot of games mentioned at
Yep.
PC Gamer, and I'm glad we're talking about this. There was a lot, and I'm just gonna say my favorite thing out of PC gaming right away. I have some interest in VR because it's so crazy expensive to get into. It's going to be a long time until I get into it. And at the moment, this is supposedly trying to be an exclusive to the headset I would not get, which is the Oculus, but I feel like that will change. That game is called Giant Cop. I was very impressed.
This is going somewhere else.
I know.
I was like, Dan, no.
Giant Cop. I'm Officer Dan. I guess that's just part of it. Cop, like police cop. Policiano. How do you say it in
Right.
Spanish?
Policia.
Oficial.
Oficial.
That was close. Good.
Yeah, it was good. That was good, Dad.
Thank you.
Officer Dan, you said it was only for the Oculus Rift.
They want to say that it is an Oculus exclusive, but I'm telling you, I think that's got to change.
Here it says there's a gameplay on it for the HTC Vive.
Yeah, see, people have tools to convert them already.
Okay.
So I think would fix it anyways. So Giant Cop, I was very impressed by. The trailer had a awesome sense of humor. You are a cop. You are a police officer, Giant Cop, and there is a tiny town underneath you. It has this fantastic sense of humor. I can't emphasize that enough. And just to give you an example that the trailer gave, there would be like a robber who's robbing this old lady, like trying to steal her purse or whatever. Or you're just investigating something like a magnifying glass, and you would like bend down and pick the person up and then just chuck them into the ocean, just throw them like super far. Like all the people are small, like little action figures.
I love
So-
the part. I love the part in the trailer that it was like they were like protesting, and like,
Yes.
officer, take care of it. And he just grabs
You just bend down.
yeah, and he grabs like a truck, and he throws it at them.
Yes.
I was like, what the fuck?
I know. I was very impressed. I was very impressed with that game. Another game that I'm looking forward to seeing more from is I had an enjoyable time with Don't Starve. And this is another game by the same people as them. It's called Oxygen Not Included. I was hoping for a release date on that, but it seemed like it was a little bit more like it had the same art style as Don't Starve, except it took place on a space station. So it kind of looked like you managed this space station, and that looked awesome. Did you see that one as well?
Yeah, I saw a little bit, but it was like a teaser. They didn't actually show.
It's true.
much.
It was a teaser. I just really enjoyed those people. So
There's a lot of things they talked about. They even talked about the new systems they're putting, the carts,
yes,
graphical carts, which are
um,
pretty good.
AMD. I wish I could have the model for you guys, but I forget. But it's a new price point for VR because a good card to get into virtual reality would be at least bottom dollar $400. A $400 video card to be able to have graphics to do it. But AMD's got a card that will cost $200 to be able to handle virtual reality. And so that's a great budget piece of equipment. AMD also has a processor that that has good enough integrated graphics in the processor that it was able to run Doom without any video card at all. And I thought that was great. In the realm of VR, are you guys familiar with the game Super Hot?
Oh yeah.
That game
Hot.
Yes, Super Hot. That game is going to have VR, and I think that is a perfect fit for virtual reality because Super Hot is already basically a game of like red light, green light. You know, red don't move and green go. Basically, kind of like that, except in video game form.
Where time doesn't completely stop, it
moves super slowly and moves normal when you move.
Yeah.
And so I think that's fantastic for VR because that just translates and just brings that element back in. And so I hope that they add a little bit more to that game too because it's a bit of a short game, but I think it's wonderful for VR, especially if they expand on it from that. I also want to bring up a game called Observer because Shinja and I have a mutual friend who really enjoyed a horror game called Layers of Fear.
Oh yeah, this is the one produced by the same people, isn't it?
It's made by the same people, and he was really excited.
Oh, right.
He was really excited when that came on. So it's like another one of those, except it's like a cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So you saw that one as well?
Oh my god. I couldn't even finish the demo. The demo view they gave, I couldn't finish it.
I didn't realize there was a demo. You played it?
Yeah, they throw in the middle of the conference, they just like threw gameplay at it.
Yeah.
And halfway I couldn't. I had to go forward.
Okay.
Because it was strong. It was like out of nowhere. You're like in a room, normal room. It switches, turns like glitchy and that stuff, and then you're like, what the fuck is going on? Out of nowhere, it switches, and then you have like a figure beside you. You get like, what the fuck? And then it changes the room, and I'm like, okay, this is just going too fast for my brain right now.
It's going to be crazy disturbing and probably right up our friend's alley because the tagline is what if your nightmares got hacked, and that's the premise behind it.
It's you're an investigator that can hack into other people's minds and memories, right?
Yes.
So I could imagine how like psychologically horrific this is gonna be.
Also, I want to talk briefly about a first-person shooter arena type game called Lawbreakers.
Oh yeah.
Also produced by Cliff Blazinski. Part of me has always wanted a shooter like this that goes back to. I mean, we have a new Quake coming out, but like Quake with even more movement options, and it's also in low
beautiful
gravity
vocabulary.
Too. Yeah. The gameplay to that game looked awesome. I'm not sure how to explain it other than that. Just think of like a fast-paced first-person shooter.
I just love the CEO's mind, how he thinks. Because he's like, we're going to put you the beta, and you're going to play it. And tell us whatever you want. Call us assholes if you want. And I'm like, oh my god, this guy's fun.
Cliff Blazinski.
The only thing I don't like about it is the characters. There's so few. I think there's only 5 or 4.
Well, in the beta, there's like a little bit. But actually, the full game's going to be more, from what I heard.
Yeah.
They're going to be adding more, and then just to continue briefly in PC, I'm only touching on the ones that really stood out to me because there was a lot. I would also like to bring up a game called The Turing Test. It's a game that is very similar to Portal.
Yep.
And it has a lot of science, I guess, a bit of stuff rooted in science. I like planets and space. It takes place on Europa, which is where it's pretty realistic that life could be there under the ice, impossible living conditions. on the planet. And
There's a planet called
missions.
Europa?
It's a moon of Jupiter, I want to say.
Oh, I thought you were just badly pronouncing Europe in Spanish.
No, it's a planet. But, you know, for as much as I love space, I probably butchered that. And people, please feel free to correct me because I love learning about space. And Bill Nye tells me all about that. But it was like a mix of Portal and another first-person puzzle game that had a lot of integrated mystery put into it called the Talos Principle. There's a lot going on in the background with Talos Principle. Like, that game would even have you look for stuff outside of the game. To, like, have you go on the internet to look stuff up to help you figure out the puzzles. That's really intriguing to me, and that's what that game, the Turing Test, does. And then the last game, just that I want to bring up really quickly, it seems like it won't be coming out for a long time, but picture Minecraft with No Man's Sky. And do you have and do you have a game called Dual Universe?
Yeah.
You saw that one as well?
Yeah, I saw it. That was like the guy started making the spaceship in the beginning, and then he just fly it out of the planet, and then went to another planet that was very close. But it's like, I know, it's like a Minecraft, yeah. It's like a Minecraft, but mixed with the idea of No Man's Skies.
Yes.
Which I feel like kind of worry about it, because since No Man's Skies is coming now, and if No Man's Skies becomes very awesome, like he's picturing it, the guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I feel like this game is going to be killed in the instant.
Yeah.
If No Man's Skies becomes too high.
It depends, because I think this one's more of an MMORPG than No Man's Sky will be. So this will have a different feel than No Man's Sky.
It's a big shared world, and people are making their own blueprints, kind of. Like, they make their vehicle and it gets turned into blueprints, and so people are... He was saying, and explaining that, like, you can become famous for a certain design that you've made.
Yeah. So it's going to be very similar, but it's not going to be the exact same game.
No, it's not going to be the same thing, because the difference is that this world in the... what was the name again?
Dual Universe.
Yeah.
Dual Universe. It's going to be, like, very close. Because the difference between No Man's Skies is that people said that, it's the game is the same world. Since launch, it's going to be the same world. Everybody's going to be in the same world. You know, the universe. Same universe. The problem is that, for example, Officer Dan appears in the Nuva Galaxy. Let's just put a name. Nuva Galaxy. And Shinja appears in Otavia Galaxy, for just putting names out of it. And they're like, oh, let's find each other in the solar system. That could take months or years of playing the game just to get to the solar system, just to appear in the same planet. Yeah, it's like a 1% of find the person, because it depends, because you don't know how far away Octavia, the place where Shinja is from solar system, or where Officer Dan is, because it's gonna be like, and if you get to the planet, what you're probably gonna find is that probably Shinja got tired and leave the planet, and when Officer Dan gets there, he's gonna be like, oh, where's Shinja? But then he's gonna find like something that Shinja discovered, and she's just like, oh, I found this dinosaur, I'm gonna call it Dickhead. And then he call it Dickhead, and it said, oh, everybody in the world is gonna know that that animal is called Dickhead by Shinja. And everybody's gonna know it.
It's gonna be 20 years, Dan's still looking for me, and it'll be like just like a better love story than Twilight, basically. The man who never stopped looking for Shinja.
But in No Man's Sky, don't they have some kind of system so you can find your friends and play with them?
Well, they haven't said much about the game. Like, they haven't revealed a whole bunch. They revealed something quite a while ago. I don't know about it. Our friend Torben.
When they talked about the multiplayer, they talked about what I'm telling you. That it's like that. So it's gonna be like, and there's another thing that they told me, that when I thought of it, I'm like, well, that feels cool. Because, for example, you decide to be like a space pirate, and you're like destroying any ship you find to get resources, and you were like the same routine, fighting the NPCs, fighting the NPCs, and one day you just decided to attack a convoy, but then one of the spaceships moves different, that the NPCs, and it moves so cool, and you're like having this epic Star Wars battle with him, and out of nowhere he just shuts you and kills you, and you're like, how the fuck the NPC kill me? And you start thinking, and then you realize that's another player. It's like gotta be like something like that.
Nice.
I feel that's kind of cool because, it's like you're gonna be like so used to something, and then out of nowhere it changes out of nowhere because you actually found a player and you didn't know.
Nice. All right, guys. Anything else to say before we close this podcast?
No.
I think people should give a chance to, which one was the game? Oh yeah, Killing Floor 2. It's like if people like Call of Duty Zombies, people are gonna love that game because it's almost the same thing. The difference is there's sometimes Killing Floor 2.
All right.
The difference is that when there's gonna appear some mutant zombies, and if you're playing there's like a mode they're gonna put now that's called Bullseye, and if you play that Bullseye mode now, those zombies can be players. The mutant zombies. So it could be like out of nowhere you're fighting somebody, and that person just beats the shit out of you. It's like, I think that's pretty cool that you could be some. It's like Left 4 Dead. If you ever played Left 4 Dead, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And
it's like something like that.
It's getting a VR compatibility.
Oh yeah, too.
Yeah. That's
and the
way
VR,
too scary for me.
Yeah, the VR is not, because the game is like you're shooting, run, but in the VR it's you're static because I'm pretty sure you can't move. It's just you move when like the camera decides to move.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna be freaky. It's gonna be like if you did you ever play House of the Dead?
Like an on-rail shooter kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be like that, but it's freaky as fuck because the rooms are very dark and the zombie comes out of nowhere, so it's freaky.
Nice. Well, all right. Well, it's been a long E3. So please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. This has been Zyberpunky.
Kotaru.
Otaken.
Shinja.
Homazotan has a gameplay channel that he runs with Shinja called Karibukai Play, where we upload 2 or 3 times a week, and we also stream every single Friday. You should come by and say hi.
We would definitely appreciate for you to check us out. Also, make sure to subscribe to Zyber Station and remember to like and comment this video.
All right, guys. See you guys later.